Oi, get out of it!
He goes straight away, like, take two, take it.
Welcome to Out of a Podcast. Today's guest, Marcus Peterson.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're all the way in Napier, in one of the coolest houses I've frankly ever been in. The Art Deco-y stuff down here. Every time I come to Napier, it just gets sicker, or at least I find cooler parts about it.
It's definitely got something special about it, bro.
Because every other time I'd come here, it was simply for the skate park.
Yeah.
Nothing but the skate
Which
park.
skate park?
Like the Bay skate.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Like the proper one, la-di-da.
Yeah, true. I haven't been there in ages, but yeah.
And also just like, doing random things, whatever the hell you're doing, Napier.
Oh, you got a couple of things you can do here, man. You can fucking go see Art Deco, or you can go see the Mongrel Mob. You can go, you can fucking, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of it's not a university town, so there's not a lot of young people. That's the difference, bro.
They'll piss off.
Yeah, no one's here, bro. Like anyone that goes to uni, they leave because it's somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then everyone else who stays here, like they kind of just like simmer into like a few things. And there's a lot of athletes. Like, it's such a, Hawke's Bay is like such a sports hub. There's so many fighters here. There's so many like rowing teams and shit and fucking backgammon players and stuff. Like there's all sorts of shit.
Backgammon.
Yeah, bro, extremists, bro, fucking extreme backgammers and shit.
What is backgammon?
I think it's the board game, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't even know.
But I feel like I've seen it once. I feel like I saw someone playing backgammon aggressively at the park.
And
bro.
like next level when you knew like game respect game.
Yeah, we had a VO2 mask on and shit, bro. He was fucking had a chair with wheels, man. He was fucking ready to roll, man. He was.
Hell yeah.
He was on tour, man. He was on tour, dog. Yeah, fuck. No, man, Hawke's Bay is cool. Love Hawke's Bay, man.
Nice. So I'm here tonight to go to your Paisley stage open mic.
Yup.
And just how many comedians have we got on the lineup tonight, you reckon? Are there more in Napier than there are in Hastings?
There's none in Hastings. Like there's Lil Sarah can't do it because she works nights like till like 9:30.
Oh, yeah.
But she runs the other open mics. There's Sunday and she's running the Good Laugh at the Cabana. She's been running that.
I think I saw the ad for that. Yeah, with like some proper comedians.
Callum, yeah, not me, bro. Fucking Callum, fucking Advart, and like I think she had some of the guys from Palmy. Something like that. So she's been doing that, but she's busy on Wednesday night. She's got chess championships. So I'm telling you, bro, we've got some fucking athletes down here.
Oh my God.
She's a chess nut. Anyway, I don't know if that's a slur, but like, she's a real chess nut. Like fucking. I guess it depends on how you say it, but like fucking
those bloody chestnuts.
Nah, but there's her, but tonight there's just me and Luke and you, and I think potentially Bryce is coming. Bryce Cole, shout out Bryce Cole.
Gang.
He's coming, gang. But he said he's like his Toyota might blow up or something, and
oh, the Toyota Wish.
Yeah, he needs a wish for a new engine, mate. Like it sounds like it's fucking not good, man. But he's got that shit going on. But I'll say it on here because the podcast isn't going to be out tonight, is it, mate?
No, hell no.
It's not dropping tonight at midnight.
Not even a little bit.
Let's do it. No, fucking. I got a guy at my work, at Vincey's Pizza. He fucking does an insane like Donald Trump impression.
Real.
Yeah, he's like really good. And everyone does. But he's interesting. Like he's like a short little curly haired like sort of fair skinned guy. And is fair skinned white or brown?
White, real pale.
Opposite, he's a little darker, so he just like fully gets away with it, bro. Like he goes down and he does this Trump thing, and he just riffs and he just talks shit, and he'll be like, New Zealand, I love New Zealand, this place is great, I got the natives, like and bro, he kills at work. Like I've been watching him for 3 months, just kill at work, just killing for tables and bro, he's the man. And so I said to him, I was like, bro, you want to fucking do something tonight on the show? And I was like, bro, like maybe what you could do is like, sort of like Luke will go on to MC and then you'll go on and then fucking Luke will come back on to MC and then like basically either then or after the next comedian, either one, like just basically he's just going to walk out. I'm going to get him another microphone, which means I got to pay it a little early. Get him another microphone and he's just going to start being like, thank you, it's great to be here, blah, 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 like, and just sort of hijack it for in between on Luke's second MC stint sort of
thing. Yeah. Just
sort of hijack him and then just riff a bit and then Luke will riff with him a little bit and ask some questions or whatever. And then go on as long as it goes on, maybe like, just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then just fucking bring on someone else, you know. And
That sounds like it can go hard.
just something funny, you know.
See
like,
what happens.
Because he doesn't want to do a set, but I'm like, bro, you've got this thing where you can do this really, really good like Trump impression, and I was like, fucking, I know you're not Shane Gillis or nothing, but fucking, it's pretty funny. Like he's pretty good at it. Like he gets the hands and shit. So I was like, you know, we got to get he don't even have a suit, so
He don't even got a suit.
he don't even got a suit, bro. He's just a guy, bro. He's just gonna do it.
I'm keen for that. I'm so keen for that.
It's gonna be fun, yeah. And then, yeah, maybe Bryce will go on, or Luke's gonna try to get some people on, and then I'll just go on at the end anyway.
Wait, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was excited to come down for. Is I knew I could do a longer set down here.
Oh yeah.
And I've been like working on 2 big chunks.
Oh man, as long as you can squeeze it into 4 minutes, bro, you're good. Bro, as long as you can do like at least a type 4, bro. Nah, bro, like fucking yeah, for real, bro, because we don't have many people on. I'm like, fuck, bro, yeah, 10, 15, bro. Just do whatever, bro.
Because there's a couple people up in Hamilton that are like, have you seen those? Have you been seeing those David Corrales like interviews he's been doing on the Auckland Facebook page?
Nah.
Oh, okay. So on the Auckland Facebook page, he's been posting these like YouTube interview podcast situations and things he's been doing, except they're private. Like you can only access them through the link.
Oh yeah, you got to be in a little group.
Well, you just got to be on the page, which there's nothing secretive about the page, but you just won't find it any other way.
No.
And he was talking to all these big dogs about like Nick Ratto and stuff like that, about like how to get to an hour. And so there's a couple people that are obviously got quite inspired, and now they've like gone from just doing 10-minute spots all the time, and they've booked an hour show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like yeah, well there is a structure to it, and like
it's all possible.
Yeah.
But it's like going from 10 to 60 straight away.
Oh yeah, but it's like when you're like starting out and you're starting fucking, bro. Like you're just like kind of like you start out little numbers, bro. You get maybe like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you're trying to like build up to an hour. You know, you're like trying to build up to like maybe we can fuck for an hour. You know, and like you know you might you just have to have that goal in mind.
Oh yeah, it's
Otherwise
not going to be. It's not going to be a tragedy. It's not going to be a bad thing.
No.
But it is just like the biggest leap possible.
Oh yeah, from 10 to fucking. I feel like an hour. Like even the pro guys, it says it takes them like 2 years. You know,
to make a good one.
To make a good one.
But you would never expect. I mean, you would want to. It's probably in your head that the first hour you do would be good or worth doing. But you just gotta. I don't know. I was just thinking about it on the way here. It's like you really gotta realize, like, kind of humble yourself. Like the first hour is going to be the worst version of that.
Oh, it's not going to be probably good at all.
Not even a little bit.
I don't know if anything's really even any that good. It's what you're measuring it up against. If you're measuring it, like, I don't know what you. It sounds like people have an ulterior thing of what they're probably measuring it up against in terms of fucking good.
Yeah, like you watch all like the top dogs specials or whatever, and you're like, how could I possibly be that good?
You can't watch that and be like, fuck, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's gonna fucking, that'll get you real sad real fast. Like, jeez, that looks like a real, you know, it was probably like when I went and did Wilson Dixon, fucking to name drop, like, but
I've agreed to that.
Morgan asked me to do it if I wanted to do it, and I went on and I did it, and fucking it was like 200 and fucking something people, 206 people, bro, in a theater,
and an actual theater,
bro. It was massive.
And you came out with your green sunglasses.
I don't even know if I put them on, but like, I would have had them in my pocket.
That would have been class.
You know, I mean, no, I just went out there, bro, and like I was like the second or the third person. I think I was maybe the third. And it was like, it sounded like real difficult, you know, like listening to the other comedians. They were good, you know, and they were doing all their best shit, and they were, you know, getting laughs and stuff like that. But it sounded like to really get volume to your laughs, you had to, something was missing, you know, like it was like, it didn't matter, like if you do your best, you know, you're killing as an open micer, like there's something else going on when I saw Wilson Dixon go on, man, and the volumes of laughs he could generate just like powering on. It's like, I don't even know if you should even be worried about getting an hour done. It's like maybe you just want to like get good at just fucking
the volume.
There's just trying to. All you want is noise when you go in there. You want the more noise, the better, bro. Like, you know, like you can have a whole room laughing, but no one's gonna say you killed. But if you had a whole room dying, you know, and it's just that's the massive difference.
Because how long have you been doing this?
Probably like 3-4 years.
Yeah, because I seen you like the first time I saw you, it was probably like a very large bomb. Yeah, that was in Taupo. But then
that's the best time to see someone too.
That Butler's Reef show, you had them going with that furry stuff. My God, I don't think anyone was louder.
Yeah, it's fucking. It just depends, bro. Like, you know, like fucking man. Like, I mean, the Taupo was a pretty crazy sort of a place, you know. But the Butler's Reef was more of like a showroom. People would pay money to be in there. You know, like a lot of those factors actually matter so much.
Yeah, it was a better quality crowd.
A better quality, yeah. And I never say like that crowd was, we got the most out of that Taupo crowd.
Yeah.
that you could probably get out, and like, you know, at that time for what it was, you know, and it's nothing against them. It's just like, it's a skill issue always at the end of the day. But like, but then you go to some other place, bro, and you just fucking, you might murder, bro. You might leave there like, holy fuck, that was crazy.
Because when you do your shit, it seems so riffy, and you and Luke talk about how unprepared you are before you go on. So I assume it is quite riffy. And so is that what you've been practicing? Or is that just what happens when it happens?
I feel like it's like I probably don't lead on to how much I probably do prepare. Like I probably I do like, you know, have this thing and stuff like that you know, this little sort of work that you're doing. But like at the same time, like when I go out there, I don't know what it is, but as soon as I go out there, it's almost like a pull or a distraction to just like be in the room and then actually start engaging with people. And like, you know, like it is a pretty comfortable, when you've got the lines rehearsed, you know, like it is a pretty comfortable spot to be in, to sort of play around up there too. And you can, I do like to answer the question probably, like, I don't know, like I plan to go and riff. Yeah. I never go in with nothing. Like I go in with what I got, you know, but then like I don't know.
But you let it happen. It's kind of like...
Let it happen, man. Yeah.
You've got your small kayak of jokes, but you're about to jump in a big fucking river.
Yeah, man. Basically, man, I'm ready to hit I don't know. My whole life has been like talking and shit. And like, you know, like one of my jobs, I was like a secondhand salesman at Cash Converters. You know, you got to probably learn to say some shit on the spot real fucking fast, you know. It doesn't help that, you know, I've always been like short and, you know, and not very physically strong or anything like that when I was young, you know. All you had to do was like talk your way out of it and essentially like riff on the spot. And, you know, and like, I've just always had like, you know, when people say like gift of the gab.
Yeah,
like,
that's all I've been thinking.
Yeah, you just got an ability just to spill it out and just fucking, I don't know.
You got the riff muscles built up already kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, because I mean, like a lot of my defense mechanisms are like my defense mechanism is layered with comedy. Yeah. So when I was younger, you know, like I could say some shit back that was clever, but I'd still get like a hiding. But if you say some shit back that was clever and funny, you get the whole crowd on your side. And then it's like that scene in Gladiator, you know, when like he discovers that it's Maximus under there and he really wants to kill him, but the crowd's like, we love him, and like if he kills him, then like the crowd will hate him, you know. So it's just like I became Maximus for a moment in the classroom. I'm like, you can't really hate on me right now, everybody loves me. Well, fucking that was I killed, and they left there like, you know, you're probably gonna get like twice the hiding later, you know, but like it's gonna be later.
Nice.
It's gonna be later, you know. Fucking that's better than right now in front of everybody. I'd rather at home or something, man, but. Yeah, man, riffing, yeah, man, you just gotta let it fly.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking class.
But never rely on it.
Yeah.
You know, like, unless you're wasted or something, which I would never, again, recommend. There's only that one time in Martin, I really went up pissed, bro, and I had nothing in my system, man. Like, I mean, like, no jokes, like, it all just falling out my ass. By the time I walked up onto those pallets, bro, in that pimp suit, I was just like... I think I started talking. I think I had people on board with a little bit of slavery or something. I was saying some shit. I was so drunk, and apparently it went really, really, really well. So, you know, I was there for most of it. But, you know, I was saying some stuff, man. But that's probably when riffing will help, you know, if you're inebriated. It's probably the only time you're going to need it, and it's probably only going to get you a couple minutes.
Quality.
You only get a couple minutes out of that, man. I'll give you a break up front. That's about it.
So what was the first gig you ever did there? Like, how did you, 3 years ago, I don't know, what was the first open mic you went to? What was the first show you got?
I was here at the Common Room, bro, in Hastings.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just went, I planned, I'd been in and out about it for years, you know, like anyone, you know, and just like festering away. Like, and then, you know, I said to my missus, I was like, I want to do it. She was just fucking do it then, you know? And then like, I went and like wrote some jokes, which was just like, fucking word plays on things, like, and just different whatevers, and just went out there with my little notepad and like went up there, and you know, and everyone gives you a real good time when they know it's your first time, shit like that. But it went pretty good, and I went a little long, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, that was sort of my start. It was mean.
Oh hell yeah! Because I was just surprised to hear that it was here, but also where else would it have happened?
Nah, I don't know, man.
It really feels like the wild east out here, just because, as you said, it's just like not a lot of young people. Not that that makes anything civil, but it feels like a different vibe. Less.
It's a little bit of a different vibe, bro. It's just more of a working class town, and like, you know, like to get people out to watch comedy. You know, like you got a real convincing. You know.
Yeah. So what did you guys do for the Paisley shows? Like, how did you get the audience last month?
Well, honestly, a lot of that was just off the back of Paisley's page. You know, they got like 10,000 people that look at their page, and it's a massive music venue. Like people, that's like renowned. Like, you know, it's like one of the, like even performers they know. Like I was talking to fucking Corey Gonzalez when he was here and did that show, and he was like, oh yeah, the Paisley's like real good. It's like, yeah, everyone hears the Paisley's real good. You know, it is, because it's such a sweet spot, man. And
hell yeah.
Like heaps of music's always happening there. Something's happening there every day of the week.
Oh, real. I'm keen. I'm excited now.
Oh, bro.
I was excited before, but I'm real excited now.
It's special, man. Like it's like, it's a special little spot. It couldn't be better for comedy. It's upstairs. The bar's at the back by the doors. There's doors, you know, if I can, pretty much zero riffraff, just like musy, alty, kind of cool.
Yeah, those people are mean.
Yeah, they're mean, bro. And last time, bro, people just came out, bro. They came like shirts and shit, you know. And they came out and they're like, "We're here for a comedy show," you know. They're real nice, and so this time I did a bit of advertising. We've pushed it harder on social media and stuff, and so we're hoping that we get a fucking mean turnout. And I've got like people from work gonna come, and
because you have reels about like the putting the posters around the town. That was kind of cool.
That was shout out to my missus. That was her.
Really? Yeah, got the editing on.
Yeah, she went around a bunch of places while she was walking the dog and just held it up and tacked it in place and took fucking like it seemed like 100 photos, and like fucking she made that, and that was sick, man.
That was cool. That was satisfying to watch. I probably will rewatch that at least 5 times.
That was cool, man. And Luke made the other video where it was our last time at Paisley. That was cool, and yeah, man, fuck, it's such a special little spot, man.
Oh, very excited.
It's gonna be very good. Like it's gonna be. I'm pretty excited.
Because have you run shows before?
We ran. Well, yeah, I run an open mic when Luke was over at the UK, like. At this place called Rogue Hop, and it was like, it just didn't really go too well. Like, at first, like, no one would come. Like, people, like, there'd be comedy upstairs in this sort of room, and then, like, people in the bar was downstairs, but people would never really come up from the bar to the comedy, you know? Like, it just wasn't the sort of a right fit. And then one day, the last time I did comedy there, bro, I was like, I'd hire speakers for $150, and I'd drag them up these fucking
good
steps.
Effort.
Yeah, and I'd take them up the steps. And I went in there, and I went up, and I forgot it was Anzac Friday. And so it was packed with just groups of people that had reserved tables up there, and the guy downstairs didn't even tell them that comedy was on, bro. And like, I
ambushed them,
bro. And I sat up there and I ambushed like 5 big tables.
Did they like it or nah?
Nah, like they didn't like it, bro. And like what made it worse, bro, is like when I got up there, like when you get up the stairs, there was another door here because it was attached to another building, and it said exit, you know. And I opened it. And it was just a stairwell, and I was just putting excess chairs and shit in there. And then I was putting a chair in there, and I left my speakers out there, and I put a chair in there, and the door closed behind me, and it locked, bro. You couldn't get back in. And then I was just in another building, and I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, the building next to us was like an apartment building that you got to get buzzed into. And I was like, fuck, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get out of here. And I like tried calling the owner, and he wouldn't answer. Like, he's downstairs, he would not answer. And then like fucking, I called my brother to see if he'd get me out, and he was like, oh, if you can't get out in like 5 minutes, I'll come and get you. And so I was just worried it was going to trigger an alarm, and I went down the stairs, and I fucking opened the door, and luckily no alarm went off, and I went back up, and then I went up there, and everyone had realised I'd locked myself out. It was so awkward, and like set everything else up, started the show, and then just basically into like heated arguments with several people. Like, not heated arguments, but like just like going back and forth with people because they were like interrupting, and like I mean, I was interrupting them eating their food.
100%.
I was picking on people with food in their mouth. Like I was just, it was not good, man. I wasn't really good at running a show like by myself. But
that sucks. There's literally nothing worse than ambushing people with a bad open mic. Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world.
No, and they're not even I think even that time I didn't even have anyone to go on. And it was
just you.
And it was just me, bro. And I just went on and just did like fucking, just did like half an hour or so. Like fucking, I was just like talking to these people, doing my bits and talking to these people, and just like, and I was just like, fuck, this is the worst. I'm kind of glad nobody's here, you know, like fucking, like no one that I know, like just strangers, and like it was pretty bad.
Oh my God. So you're chilling when it comes to like opportunities to do more time. Not a worry in the world.
No, you can just go talk to them, bro. Like you can just go put the speakers up in front of them. Apparently, well, that's how I learned that. You end up doing shit like that, and you're like, oh. At the time, it feels dumb and for no reason, but then afterwards, you're like, yeah, that was actually a pretty good move. Like, you know, that was a pretty sweet move to just go and just rip my own little half an hour special for these people, bro, and just. I gave them the goods, you know. I gave them all I had, you know. I fucking gave them. But they took more than they gave back. So yeah, they just think it's like that. Yeah. But, you know, like it was just a...
That's experience. That's
experience. It's experience, man. So I just stopped doing it there. I just gave up on that. And then I don't know, I was going through a dumb relationship, so I just stopped doing comedy for a little stint in there for like probably like fucking 9 months. And then like... you know, I was too scared to leave the house, and then like fucking, and then just, I don't know, I just was, I don't know. And then when Luke came back, and then I started doing the Bit of Twisted tour, and everything got better, and then fucking Luke talked too much, and then fucking God kicked it up the tour. and then, well, you know, like, I mean, I didn't get kicked off the tour, but I'm like, I'm not going to keep doing it. Like, yeah, like, I was just like, I don't know, I got to stick with my boy, you know, like, he's a fucker, you know, he's loud and he's proud, man, and like, you know, and ultimately at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, it's no like, fucking nothing really bad happened, you know. No. It's just like just shit just got out of whack, and it's just like, you know, I've been there before. I'm just like, all right, man.
Next one.
Just got to move on.
Carry on. Next one.
Pick up my old sack and just, you know, get on to the next sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, the Luke and Marcus comedy tour is going to go hard.
It's going hard, you know. We're looking forward to it, man. Well, at least we're, you know, planning on doing something, you know, like maybe not like a tour of like a band of comedians, but we definitely want to do a 2-man show. Oh, exactly. We're going to do a 2-man.
Like, how is that not the goal? To do shows with your friends.
That's our goal, is like to just do a 2-man show. It's not even like about doing an hour or anything like that. It's like about just coming up with like a good show that like would be proud of, and that fucking people would like, you know. And then hopefully it's good enough to just package up and then just, you know, go do it wherever you want to do it.
Kind of like the Are You Garbage fellas, how they'll just do like pretty much 20 minutes a piece, and then they'll do Are You Garbage at the end of the shows. Oh, yeah. Kind of thing. But it is just like two mates. Yeah. With an idea.
There's something that happens there. Like, there's something with even podcasting when you just got two people and a dialogue, bro.
Yeah, because then like you buy into the characters of the podcast. Like, you know,
This is me on a podcast.
Yeah, you and Luke did your one for a bit. But it's just the thing, because like my favourite podcasts are just like the 3-man no guests, or the 2-man no guests.
You like the throuple?
Yeah, like the throuple is the easiest podcast in the world. My God, when there's a third person, light work.
This is like, it's not off topic, but it's on topic of podcast. But did you see the guys that did the NZ muscle breakdown thing?
No.
So there was a big scandal with NZ muscle supplements recently, and like these 3 guys, it was their first podcast in New Zealand, guys. They did this podcast about NZ muscle, full on investigation into NZ muscle. Don't know their name, got to just look them up. But it was big, and they launched this investigation into like because it was just looking shady and stuff like that. But the podcast, the way they did it was they all had like their own sort of area with a microphone, and it would cut back to and from, and they would contribute to this video individually, but in dialogue with each other. It was I hadn't seen anything like it before, but I think that was just it's worth watching if you like podcast structure. It's quite a cool podcast, but it's also worth watching because like it's a big scandal recently, and just like it's
relevant,
pretty relevant, it's pretty topical. Yeah, they were switching supplements out with like Mexican supplements and shit allegedly, and. I mean, there's some pretty like full-blown evidence of them finding Mexican supplements going off in their rubbish bins by hundreds, like out the back of NZ Muscle, bro.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, heaps of shit. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to talk on NZ Muscle.
Yeah, either way, NZ Muscle. But yeah, a cool podcast that just kind of came out of nowhere. Just 3 fellas doing it well.
Yeah, they did it really well. Where it was their first podcast, and it fucking killed. You know,
because like the goal really would be like Finn versus History.
Who's that?
Oh, it's just these 2 English guys. They just talk about history. They're 2 comedians.
Yeah.
All they do is series on history, so they'll do like 3 or 4 episodes on like an event or whatever.
Yeah.
And it is just actually the funniest podcast in the world. They're just like Holocaust apologists the whole time.
They're what?
Holocaust apologists.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just like, the Nazis were the man. Either way, that's their gimmick. I'm just repeating. But it's just a funny podcast with a structure.
Yeah.
And 2 guys and a Down syndrome bloody producer, which they make fun of 24/7. That's
but he does a good job.
No. Well, there's never evidence of him doing a good job. Oh, he never gets praised for doing a good job.
He might just be standing out the back there, taking the name of producer.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's known for fucking up his job and throwing poo.
Oh wow! So damn, that's like such far extremes, but it could be so close together.
But either way, these guys have the biggest Patreon in England.
Really?
Yeah. Just for this I say just for this podcast. They do a shit ton of work.
History podcasts are they're pretty big, eh? Like
well, it's just like a good gimmick kind of thing. It's like, I don't care about history, but if these guys are going to tell me about it, I'm listening.
Yeah, and plus it's like, they say podcast with a topic, and it's just like they say true crimes mean, and then history podcasts and stuff like that. And then you just put something niche on top of it, comedians talking about history. Yeah. It's like, that's super niche,
Because like otherwise, I'm sure, like, I don't know if you've looked very hard, but like you see... obviously, like Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is the number one on Spotify.
Funny as like Vietnam stories and shit.
But also, that's two comedians just going at it.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a million two comedians going at it podcasts.
Yeah.
But they're just not famous, so no one gives three shits.
Nah. But if you're in New Zealand, I think you're at an advantage because it's like, if you've been doing comedy for a little bit, you probably kind of know everybody. You probably kind of. Everybody's kind of connected to you. You might be friends with someone who's friends with someone.
Pretty accessible.
It's pretty like, oh, small world, Fucking
literally.
Yeah, did a gig with them. Yeah, fucking. Yeah.
Well, even that's the thing is like every time someone like just starts talking to me about the podcast, like as if they watch it, it's like, I'm just stunned and amazed.
Yeah.
They watch it.
Yeah.
Like that air guitar guy, Tyler or whatever his name is. In New Plymouth the other day, he just came up to me and gave me the old, "Oi, get out of it." And I was like, "What? Whoa, get out of it. You actually clicked on that? What the hell? That's crazy."
You're hearing your own soundbite in real life, bro.
Yo, hard.
That's like when someone throws up your fucking like Twitter handle at you in public. They're like, fucking, yo, what's up, Hands of Stone? Like, fucking, ooh, like, fucking, yeah.
Yeah, the other day, Dad was listening to one of the podcasts, and he comes up to me in the lounge. He's just like, "Gee, that intro is the best thing you've ever done." It's like, "Oh, let's go."
If you're winning with the intro, then you're winning like 90% of the battle. You're getting people over the line.
Yeah, well, even just like the recognizability or whatever. Yeah. At least that's what I think he's talking about.
Yeah, you got to have some familiarity, like some recognizability, some sort of uniform, What do they call it? Not contingency. What's that word? When it's something continues across a continuum. Like, I was like, contingency insurgents, motherfucking insurgents. Like, I don't know, man. I was fucking something about that. But yeah, you got to have some.
Because how did your and Luke's podcast go? How many times you did it?
I think we did it like maybe 15 times, and we just did it. It was pretty good. Like, we sort of like dressed up a few times, like, just to make it a bit silly. And I was like, I'd get like a bunch of this stuff, and then like prop it all up in the background and shit like that. We had like this archway at the end of the living room, and we started out like just, okay, we're gonna get real high and just try to talk, and we just couldn't even oh shit, I don't want to knock your camera. I don't mean couldn't even chit chat, like we're just like too fucked, like one of us would be just more blazed than the other, like it wasn't like a menstrual cycle, bro. Like when you both get high, you're not like on the same level, one of you is up a little bit higher, a little bit lower than the other one, so we sort of knocked that off, and we just sort of shoot the shit and talk comedy, and like probably like talk shit more heaps, like about just like whatever, just like fucking funny times where people just like yelled at us doing comedy and stuff, and like like fucking or just like times that we went out and like I'd like laugh at him, like he was like trying to impress these girls one night, brought back to the house, over in the shed, and like and he was like, he's like, Marcus does this fucking jiu-jitsu, he's a purple belt. I say, shut the fuck up. Like, when you're trying to chat up the huzz, he was trying to chat up the, it just goes awkward as, like, I don't know, we just talk about shit like that, funny things like that, but he fucking, just random bull. We didn't have a direction, just like random bullshit.
Well, that sounds all good. Yeah. Like, just last weekend, we were in Auckland, and one of the bros, Tim, we were just like going through notes or whatever and just reading out whatever jokes we had written in there. And he said something, the stupidest thing. He just like was like, oh, here's one of them. Something like he was looking into investigations about how people died, and did the Queen die of a heart attack or corgi overdose? Like that was the joke, and I was just like laughing at him, like in the moment, like that is the dumbest thing. That is terrible. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, but I think a wordplay with corgi is pretty good.
Either way, he fucking did the joke on stage. Oh, yeah. And I didn't think he was going to do it. Yeah. And so I'm sitting at the other side of the bar, and I hear him go to the intro, and I'm losing my shit.
Did it kill?
No, it didn't. Oh, fuck. But I fucking laughed.
Yeah, but it was for you. It was for you.
I was laughing harder than anybody laughed all night, simply at the fact that he was going to fucking say it. Yeah. And so there was kind of the hype around it. Everyone was like, oh, this must be fucking class.
Can't believe he's going to fucking say it.
And then he said the punchline. It was just the biggest nosedive.
Oh, so that's the best for the comics, if you're friends, like, you never want to see someone do bad, but if it's your friend and you're like, that he's going to go out there, like when I've seen Luke and and I know his material well enough, and I'm like, oh, this might not do well in this crowd tonight, you know? And he's like, I'm going to fucking send it. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, fucking, someone's like, you can't say that. Like, you know, like fucking, but it's just like waiting for it to happen. Then when it hits, you're like, ooh, and you just like love it. It's too funny.
Yeah.
The other night, he'd hate that I'm talking about this. But I'm going to do it anyway because he's always hanging me out to dry. But he didn't on the last podcast, which was pretty good. I thought he was going to talk about how grossed out easily I am and shit and spitting in my drinks and stuff. But like, it was the other night, he'd just been sick for like 2 weeks and he wasn't feeling too sharp. And he came out and he was on stage and then he got like a light heckle from this like really like lovely couple, this lady. he was doing his newspaper bit and he was like, I was in the news and then like some lady just yells out, what, police 10-7? Like threw him off. And he was like, oh, I'm going to punch that fucking guy in the face. It was a chick.
Just 0 to 100.
0 to 100 and it got real awkward and it was like, and I was like, oh, I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
I could not stop laughing. I was like, bro, that's so funny. And then he was like, oh, and then he like tried to dig, you know, when he tried to dig out of it and it just gets a little bit worse for a second. He tried to dig out and he was like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill myself. Like, it's first time heckling or something. But, you know, then he was like, sorry guys, I thought this was going to be something else. Like, I thought this was going to be a real tough crowd and I came out with some fucked up shit and then like leveled with them and then like they all just started dying, bro. And
nice.
And he swung them back, but it was just like, I was like, what happened, bro? And he was like, oh, I was just feeling like I was just fucked up. Wasn't just feeling sharp and I didn't even really know what they said or who it was. I was like, but it was so funny. Like, it's the best kind of watch. He's seen me die many deaths, you know, like it's, I think comedy's better with friends, you know, like,
oh yeah,
to watch each other die 1,000 deaths, like
that's all I'm missing in Hamilton is just like closer peers. Like, cool, there's the same comedians I'm hanging out with every time, except they're like 50 and 65.
Oh yeah,
it's like
pretty hard to connect.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I haven't hung out with a 22-year-old in forever.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah.
like a legend though, yeah.
Yeah, like I was hanging out with two bros from Tauranga in Auckland all weekend and it was like 35 and 38. It was like, let's go. That's
kind of prime time right there for you, is like you're sort of, and people in the midst of life, you're like, these people are right on the same brain power as me. You know?
Oh, I know, it was me. No, exactly. Like that's where I'm finding my peers. Like even yourself, like you're 29. And
29, yeah.
I would have never guessed the amount of times like comedians I meet, I'm like, oh, we're the same age, right?
Yeah.
And then they start talking about, oh, my girlfriend's pregnant. And like, the first thought that goes through my head is like, oh, that's a bad thing. But then it's like, I'm 30. And it's like, oh, well, you've been fucking around.
Yeah, you kind of wasted a lot of time, dude. Like, you know, like you haven't really got it going. I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I got to start pushing out kids, man. Otherwise I'm going to get too old. My sack's going to dry up or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just waiting, but yeah, man, I think comedy's way better with friends and stuff, and like that's, you know, like I was kind of in a way like kind of glad that I haven't gone out and been touring more. Like I've just been like just staying at home and just doing I've been working heaps, but like doing the project here with the Paisley and stuff like that, and I was just, you know, like sort of making like I just want to make like a nice group of peers here and like group friends. And,
hell
like,
yeah.
It's so much better. Like, you know, the amount of times I traveled all over, you know, sort of the Palmy or wherever, and it's just like, you don't really know anyone. You're excited to be there and you love doing comedy and stuff. You don't really, you know, you don't really have that camaraderie with no one, you know, too hard. And then, you know, it's like a little bit lonesome. Like Luke said when he went over to the UK, you know, it's like, you know, it's like you still don't really got, there's a little something missing, and I think it's at home. Like, you know, people, you know, get a good fucking club going. Yeah,
because that's cool. Like, so you're just going to work on trying to make a reliably good show at home currently? Pretty
much, yeah. I'm going to just do that and, you know, sort of develop it into like, so like this is the second open mic, and so the next one I'm planning on doing an actual show. So it's just like every third one will be a show.
Show, not an open mic.
Not an open mic, yeah. It'll be a show, it'll be a paid gig, and that's where I'll probably start booking comedians like a month out.
Hell yeah.
Like guys like you, you should definitely come down, bro. You have a mean time tonight, you'll be begging me, bro.
Oh, I know, exactly.
You're gonna have such a good time tonight. It's honestly like, it's almost like it's a comedy club. It's almost like a comedy club.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see the venue.
Like I'm really, like the chairs, it's got like comfy old chairs like this, bro, and it's just like such a groovy vibe. It's still 70s, like.
Yeah.
That's perfect, bro.
I hope I do good tonight, simply so like the video on my phone looks cool.
I feel like you're gonna do good no matter what, bro. It's like one of those rooms, man. It's really, I don't want to oversell it, but it's
we can get a crowd in there, hell yeah.
We're gonna get a crowd in there, man, and like it's just real nice. Like I really like the vibes of the place. The owners are cool. Shout out JR Lucy, like from Paisley Stage.
Nice.
They're cool lads. Like he'll play music. He won't play Wet Ass Pussy, but that's if it was my club and someone said play Wet Ass Pussy, I'd be like, yeah, we don't play that shit.
yeah. We're a bit finer, but we're more refined.
These colours don't rhyme, bro. We ain't doing it. So fucking, we ain't gonna do it, bro. But yeah, it's cool. I'm just looking forward to working on that, having that going.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe if they want to do more comedy throughout the month, maybe every 2 weeks or something, and we'll get that going, if it goes well, I just really like the spot.
That's tough. Because like the goal is like, just like, how is it not doing shows with your friends? Like, I like the American style of it's like headliner, feature, host. It's like, sweet, just you and your two friends going around like headless chickens.
Yeah. That's all we want to do. That's all me and Luke want to do. We're just like, we'll do our 2-man fucking thing and just have openers and shit and just be fucking primo. I
was driving out here and like stopping to get lunch and like hitting skate parks on the way, and I was just thinking to myself like, okay, a little bit of a bum, but fuck, good day to be a comedian. Shit.
Yeah, good day to be a comedian, man.
Is sick.
If you're a comedian, you don't really have to have a whole lot going on, but you got to have some going on. You really enjoy the times when not a lot's going on. That's when a lot of the work gets done.
Yeah, because I mean, like, well, by the sounds of it, you're working a lot of like kind of evening. Yeah,
a lot of nights. Yeah, mostly nights. I work throughout the day and the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a vampire.
But yeah, like myself at least, I'll either be real busy during the day or not even fucking close. Nothing. And those days where I've got nothing to do during the day and no shows at night, couldn't be more bummed out.
You don't know what to do with yourself.
Not even a little bit.
You don't even know where to start.
It's just like the phone has just got its grasp on me. And
man.
Oh, it's grim.
Yeah, man. You fucking, if you really don't set your day up, like you're just gonna end up doing probably nothing,
Yeah. So that's what I've been working against currently. But yeah.
Do you fucking paint Warhammers or something, man, or fucking or like I don't know, man. Like for me, like I don't know, like things I'll do during the day is like I'll end up doing housework and shit like that, But I don't know, you just get out there, bro. Go look at op shops and shit. Talk to NPCs, man.
Talk to NPCs, yeah.
Yeah, talk to NPCs is good for comedians, Go do some crowd work real time. You know? Like I was at Mighty 10 like 2 weeks ago, and like I was looking for some for the shower, like a new shower hose thing, and I'm looking at all the shower hoses, and the guy, he comes over and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't really know what shower hose to get, blah blah blah." And he's talking me all through. He's quite a chatty guy. I started working as a chatty guy and stuff, and then he gets me one down, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then he gets a phone call and he goes away, and I'm like looking at the thing, and I'm like, "I don't even want this one." And then I went to put it back on, and I could not get it back on. It was too high. Like, and at the end of the railing, like, I had the little flap, metal flap for the price on it, and I couldn't hook the thing up on the shit. And so, like, I really struggled for a while. And then, I had to call him back over. I had to, like, when he just got off the phone, I was like, "Hey, man." And he was like, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "Fucking, can you put this back up here for me, man? I can't reach." And we laughed about it, and he put it back up there, and we ended up talking for ages, man. He ended up like hugging me like 3 times, like over this conversation, just because we just like started talking and getting real deep, man. And I was like, "Man, you must feel like you're in a, like," because he was an engineer for most of his life, and then he was working at Mitre 10, and he was like nearly 50 or whatever. And I was like, "Bro, you must feel like you're in like a George Orwell's book or something, man. You just got cameras on you 24/7, And he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I gotta be careful, you gotta always kind of look like you're doing something." He's like, "Even we've been talking for a long while, man." I was like, "Yeah, man, you might get vaporized, dog." And he was like, "Fucking, Jeremy got vaporized last week, like, and fucking, bro, it was, you just get into this weird place with people, man. You can." Like, I started watching that John Kiriakou guy, the CIA guy, and he talked about...
Oh, the Japanese guy that's talking about all his future predictions and stuff?
Nah, he's not Japanese, but his name sounds very Japanese. No, he's an American, and he talked about, like, how the CIA develops people.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, when you sort of walk around with that mindset and you're looking as a comedian as well, and you are kind of going around, you're developing people. When you do crowd work, you're sort of developing someone. You're developing an image in your mind of who they are.
Yeah.
So that's where you start, like, how you going? What's your name? Where you from? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're just developing a profile.
Yeah.
But the way you develop like the CIA will develop a profile is they'll get real deep in the layers, and you sort of suggest certain things to see if they'll go back there and find the weeds with you, you know, like, you know, you might bring up, like if I wanted to find out if somebody's like anti-authoritarian, you know, you would start a conversation like that. You'd be like, you know, what do you think of all these cameras? You know, so like, you know, like, and then they're going to be like, not good. Like, you know, they'll give you little snippets into their life, man. And you're looking for something. You're looking for some little bit of sneaky sauce or whatever they're up to in their life. Man. You know, you might find out, they're an engineer and they do this and blah, blah, blah. And then you might find out they smoke crack. You know, like, you know, they might just get chummy enough with you to tell you, man, like, hey, man, I'm peed up right now. You know, it's just like, all right, man, I can work with that because now I'm safe. I know you. Like, you know, like fucking, you just develop people, man. You get more information out of them. You get stuff to talk about. It's crowd work. You're learning to talk to people. You just develop them, bro. You go out there like you're in the CIA, bro, and be like, I gotta fucking find out who's a spy. You know, I gotta find out who's up to some shit. You know, like, because you never know. You might run into him. You might run into a spy for real, man. They reckon you run into about one a year. You run into one spy a year. Well,
I was just learning about that Finn versus History podcast. They were talking about when after the war, when Germany was split east and west kind of thing, there was every sixth person was a spy.
Really? Yeah, see, I could believe that.
It was crazy.
That's one in every family, basically.
You know, they were saying that partners would be dobbing in their, like, spouse.
Yeah.
And then obviously they'd find out and that led to divorce, but like it was fully just the case of they're vulnerable on these days, period, this day, get them then. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, bro, in the Soviet Union and shit, like, and around those times, this was pretty crazy, bro. They were all snitches, man. Like, because you couldn't afford not to snitch. Because if you didn't snitch, like, even if, like, you saw something and someone saw you see their thing, you didn't report it, that person's going to report it, and they're going to report that you didn't report it, and you're gone, bro.
Done.
Middle of the night, man. Vaporized. Bro, and that's how it works if you work at Mighty 10 too, man. You walking around. If someone sees you not do some shit, fuck, bro, you're fucked, bro. They got some fucking Jimmy's gonna dob you in because he's looking for a fucking pro. He wants kitchenwares, man. And you're stinking it up, so he's gonna fucking do you in. That's why I couldn't work at one of those places, man. I'd take it over. I'd take it over, man. I've already taken over my pizza shop that I'm working at. I'm fucking doing.
Stellar.
I've developed everybody in there, man. I've developed everybody.
All right, I think we have to call it there.
We're gonna have to call it there, man.
This has gone absolutely hard.
No, we can't go too much further into fucking. I could be a spy. I don't know. It could be.
This was 10 times better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Follow Marcus Peterson or Marcus.Peterson or if
I think it's like Marcus_Peterson comedy.
You'll find it on TikTok and Instagram.
Instagram and shit.
You'll see him wincing at all Luke's mukbangs.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Luke's mukbangs, man. Those are disgusting. But they're definitely worth watching if you like this.
No, it's okay. You're the man, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's went so hard.
Oi, get out of it!